Hi folks, I'm Steve Judd. I'm a professional astrologer with well over 30 years professional consultative experience. And these are my astrological forecasts for February 2015. Enjoy. And this is the global forecast for February 2015. For the last 2 or 3 years, we've seen the Uranus-Pluto square grow and grow and grow. And it reached its peak last year. There's still one pass still to come of 7, and that's going to happen next month in March, I think. We're at the end of the Uranus-Pluto square. And as we reach the end, so there are certain finales. And I've said for a long time now, at least a year, that we were going to see the finale at the beginning of 2015 of the Uranus-Pluto square, and it was going to be manifested at 3 particular times. These being the full moon, making a grand cross with Uranus, Pluto and the node, on the, I think it was the 3rd of January, might have been the 5th, something like that, first week of January this year. And that really, reflectively, looking back on it now, seems to have been a time of actually severing and cutting certain attitudes that have made things a lot more yes, no, black, white, ruthless. There's actions happening now, there's decisions happening. The second thing on this will be the Mars conjunct Uranus square Pluto around the 2nd week of March. That's going to be very incisive, very proactive and possibly quite violent. Hope not. The third process will be the total eclipse of the moon at 14 degrees of Libra on the 3rd of April, and that should bring an end to the Uranus-Pluto square after 6 or 7 years. And it does seem that for many people, a good 3/4 of the challenges of 2015 are over by the 2nd week of April. But during February, we're not looking at the Uranus-Pluto square. That was January, and it will be March. In February, well, Saturn's brewing, getting ready to square Neptune, but you know, that's ongoing and that's coming later in the year, and perhaps we'll look at that more in depth as it gets more and more exact. So I'm not really looking at Saturn and Neptune either. Jupiter's nicely tucked away retrograde in Leo, not completely the opposite side of the sky from anyone else, creating a spectacular light show, but not doing anything, just being ostentatious and flamboyant in Leo. So it's the minor planets and the day-by-day stuff that's going on. Firstly, it's the new moons. We had a new moon at 0 degrees 6 minutes Aquarius, at the very start of Aquarius. When was that? On the 20th of January. We've got another new moon in Aquarius at 29:59 Aquarius on the 18th of February. And it's pretty crazy on the 18th of February. There's going to be UK time, 18th of February, in the late evening. It's weird. We've got the new moon at 23:48, and then at 23:49 the moon changes sign and moves into Pisces, and then at 23:51 the sun changes sign and moves into Pisces. So we've seen a new moon at the very start of Aquarius and a new moon at the very end of Aquarius. The Aquarian principle, the new moon on the 18th of February is going to be on the edge of Aquarius and Pisces, which is where globally and collectively the ages point, the precessional point is. We are transiting from the age of Pisces after 2,000 years into the age of Aquarius. And this new moon on the 18th of February is exactly on that point. So I do see it as hugely symbolic for the long-term evolution of humanity. Big one. It comes immediately after a Mercury retrograde. Mercury is retrograde until the 11th or 12th, and Mercury's shadow will last until the first couple of days of March. So classic Mercury retrograde, it's affecting individuals more than global states. Normal rules apply in that emails, letters, phone calls don't work, cars break down, etc, etc. But by the 11th this should be sorted, and certainly by the time we're into the 21st it's a different story. Venus and Mars are brewing, and they're actually bringing a bit of light relief into a large number of people's lives. Those people born in the last week of, I don't know, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini, or the first week of Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Don't wish to get too basic, but your love lives are looking a little bit more fun a little bit more proactive over the coming month, simply because Venus and Mars are together in the sky, moving from Pisces into Aries on the same day, this day being the 20th, within an hour, within about 20 hours of each other. So with all these new moons in Aquarius and a full moon smack in the middle on February the 3rd, conjunct Jupiter in Leo, that's going to be quite a big full moon. On February the 3rd, look for the full moon. In the UK, it's about 11 o'clock at night, and you should see Jupiter very, very brightly next to it, below it and to the left, I'm guessing here, by about 3 fingers width. You can be sure in the world that this month is not going to bring the truth. I'm not suggesting there's duplicity or deception. I am suggesting it's Mercury retrograde. And that we're not going to start seeing answers coming until this is over, and probably until after the new moon. And to many people, and collectively I suppose the planet, I'm saying in the first 2.5 weeks of this month, chill, step back, detox, recharge, breathe, get a massage. Once we get into the end of the month, it's going to start speeding up. Venus and Mars will be in Aries. Mars will have Pluto and Uranus firmly in its sights. And we enter then the last 6 weeks of a 6-year square from Uranus to Pluto. It's going to get interesting, but over the next 3 or 4 weeks, relatively calm, the calm before the storm. As far as February 2015 goes, planet Earth, whilst you can, recharge and prepare. It's time. There you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll be here next month, same as normal. Big thank you to all those people who donate. You keep this alive. You precious few. Thank you. Big time. I'm just going to announce next month a regular monthly residency in central London. I'm going to Bermuda, Washington, Montreal and New York in the next few months. Details on the website in a few weeks. There are, and I'm working on the 3rd one. Steve@stevejudd.com. Have a great month. Bye.